Okay, that wasn't quite center. There we go. Look at that. That is one medicinal boy right there. And I'm debating what I should do. Because I got some, because I just noticed like a little while ago that I got some gray on his left knee pad. I was thinking of going over him with some, lightly with some Ulthuan in some areas just to kind of darken him up again in a couple of spots. Because I think I went a little too heavy on the white beforehand. I was also thinking of how I might fix that. Volume's really low. Let's see here. How can I... Okay, is that it? Boop. Bobbity bobbity boop. Is that any better? Well, yeah, I know that. I'm asking. I'm asking red. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Now for this fella here. This healing fellow. I notice the mic's also kind of far away than it used to be. I know. Just don't want it to hit the camera. Okay, there we go. Okay. How's that? Okay, how about now? Yeah, Red says perfect, and I trust his word. His word is the word of the Emperor. Did I not bring my cup? I did not bring my cup over. One moment. Here I am. Okay, there we go. I don't have anything muted. Yeah, no, I do not. Which one would that be? I think that would be desktop audio. What up, what up? Oh, hi.
Check. Check, 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 check. Okay, that's a lot of checks.
That would probably be it.
Check.
Check.
I had a feeling that was it. Yep. Okay. There we go. All right.
I wish fucking Streamlabs would save your settings.
You're asking for a lot now.
I know, right? What's up, Red?
The brush is feeling a little hot, but whatever. What do you got hoarded on your desk here, Jesse? Maybe it's something I can use.
You have things on my desk? No.
Never. Why would you ever have anything on your desk? You got a man down over here for a space wolf. He was just laying face down. And
Well,
I thought you liked your wolves. That I am, good sir. This bad boy is gonna be a ravy. A ravy of blood. You do not have what I'm looking for, though. So, there you are. Let me go. I'm gonna take the white scar again. I'm just gonna lightly hit his knee pad there, because I kind of got a little bit of gray on his knee pad, and I don't want to go after that with a brush, because that will just cause a domino
welcome
effect.
back,
of
Orgasm.
nightmare. What up, boy? Set you there. And I'm also going to need that, which is all the way over there.
By the way, for everybody that can hear us out there in Twitch lands, I'd like to thank CSR556 and Wargasm for joining our Patreon team. Appreciate it, guys.
Whoa. You are quite welcome.
I see you got your cup.
I did, but it didn't get washed yet, so I'm using my old
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can't
Trust me.
break it in yet.
It'll happen. Well, I probably won't tomorrow either, because that's what I was telling Dustin, that tomorrow is on the Saya day for me, too. I'm going around fixing all the stuff in this house that needs it. I have to run a couple of cables, so I'm
I
sitting
wish
here.
you better luck than me.
I already have a
We
cable
had a
run.
fun time today.
Yeah, I heard. But yeah, I already have a cable run, but the problem is a couple of the ends are fraying because the cable I had, which is what I had to use because what was available like 5 years ago, is really about 8 inches too short. So it gets stretched a little bit. And I think some of my internet issues is because I'm having a cable start to come undone.
Ah, that sucks.
So I'm going to run 2 cables tomorrow. I'm going to replace that cable, and then I'm going to run another one down to my hobby area so I can actually set up my old-fashioned actually not old-fashioned, but old laptop, so it doesn't have to try Wi-Fi.
Makes sense. Well, that's what I was trying to accomplish today, was get this stream rigged off of our Wi-Fi, and that failed miserably.
Yeah, I read. You did not burn the proper incense, say the proper words, use the anointed oils.
Nope.
Nothing.
I went with the enlightened
The
path
drill's
of
machine spirit said,
ways,
yeah,
and
no.
said no.
No, I don't think it was just the drill, the machine spirit and the drill. I think the whole Omnisci looked at him and went, nope,
You're done.
you didn't do anything correct, so guess what? Done. Yeah, that was... That. Granted, admittedly, I've been in situations like that, and I look at that and go, wow, that sucks. But I can also look at it and go, hey, at least it wasn't me.
This time.
I
Wasn't
see
me
how
this
it
time.
is.
Yeah, this time.
Was I? You're just laughing about him, that happening to him. He's like, imagine that happening to you.
Well, at least for me, I already have a hole drilled for the original cable. I just need to expand it a little bit so I can get 2 cables shoved through it. So,
I just had to get gray on his knee pad. I just had to. It just had to happen. But you know what? It's okay.
Gives a character.
Because you know what? I'm going to take my time with this guy. I'm going to do everything I need to do. And if it takes a million years, well then you know what? That's fine.
Yep. You do you.
Nah, you should rush them. Just dip them in some like
Done.
some melted crowns.
It's like, oh wait, hold on. Let me get the metal on the things. Okay, that's 3 colors: white, gray, and metal. Done.
Don't laugh. That's how I do it.
Oh, that just makes me want to laugh harder. Also, some bits in the back of his leg here that got kind of messed up. I don't know when that happened. There's also a mold line I guess I missed on his foot, so that's going to bug me for the rest of time. It's like, I don't care if something gets on his that right knee pad, because I'm going to be painting that black anyway. But this left one has to be the one that's hugging his tabard. I'm just trying to apply lightly. So I don't want to overdo it and make an even bigger mess. I don't mind re-going over the tabard with the gray, because that's easy. I just gotta not hit the knee pad this time. It's slowly fading away. Slowly but surely.
Yep, just take your time with that white.
Mm-hmm.
Best way to ruin white is not to take your time.
Which I'm going to have to do with literally every single part of this guy. But the parts that make me especially nervous are like the little decorative stuff on his armor, like the thing on his knee pad here, his eyes, thing on his helmet. Oh yeah, it's funny you say that, Red. I was literally just about to mention that. His left shoulder pad is currently off of him, because that's a special bit that Jesse made for me, which I will actually show you. Let me go get it.
Oh, Jesse, you made him a special shoulder pad?
I did.
Oh.
I know, I'm the best brother ever.
His left shoulder pad is right. Let me get that right here. Can't really see it too well, but yeah. He's gonna be doing that separate. I'm gonna attach this to a stick, and I'm just gonna airbrush and hand brush this thing separately, and then
So
once that's done,
basically,
plop
a
them on.
3D printed Blood Raven pauldron.
And then once it's done, I'm just gonna see if I can't set it on him real quick. It'll be like that. Alright, get off. You're not glued yet. Okay. Brush. There. Okay. Oh, it's a little off there. There you go.
One of these days I'll get to stream for you guys again.
It's okay.
It's alright. I'm having fun watching this Blood Raven anyways.
Me too. Yeah, I was telling Dustin, he was wondering why I was running 2 cables, and I'm like, well, it's for my laptop because it's an older laptop, and I just looked it up. It only has one wireless protocol. B.
Yeah.
Which would explain why I can't even watch Twitch with it when I'm downstairs trying to hobby at my space. So.
It just says no.
Well, you know, I get one, instead of getting the frames, I get a frame like a minute.
Wow.
Like, you know, I'll get an airbrush. I'll get to see Devin with, like, holding the miniature with an airbrush, then my next frame will be him holding the miniature with a paintbrush. Yeah. So.
Okay. Give it one more little spray. And we'll call it that. And if I get gray on that shoulder pad again, I am going to have some choice words with Games Workshop, even though it's not their fault, but I'll blame them anyway.
Yes, Red, Devin is that quick. Goes straight from
I know, right?
airbrush to paintbrush. Split second.
So you know those
And then back again.
you know those YouTube videos where it shows a guy, okay, I'm gonna paint this, and it shows him like
And
fast
done.
forwarding, doing stuff. Yeah, that's me, not fast forwarding. That's normal speed right there.
Nice. Yeah, I always love that. This is how you can paint a Space Marine in 10 minutes. And it's a
Then he
5-minute video. Like, wait a minute. I think we're missing something here. Oh, and yeah, by the way, I've already done the priming and zenithal and base coating, so now I just have 10 minutes to highlight. At least here we get to see the real deal.
Yeah. Okay.
My cat is being extremely needy right now.
Yeah. Mine does that too, quite often. Often gets me killed in video games. One time
If
she
I'm
ran
sitting
me.
on the couch,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm sitting on the couch, he just comes and lays next to me. If I'm doing literally anything else, he just kind of comes up and claws the small of my back and meows.
No, she kind of leaves me alone when I'm down here, unless I'm at my desk. If I'm at my paint desk over there, my cat will come down and will like start rubbing at my legs. And then like every now and then if she's really needy, she'll like while I'm trying to paint something with my brush, she'll get up and start poking my elbow. Sometimes causing my elbow to move and making me want to throw a cat, but you know what? We don't do that because we love our animals, even if they challenge it sometimes. I really like this windshield wiper fluid. It doesn't rise up and bubble up like the normal cleaner does. So I can really mix it up without having to worry about that too much. Speed painting. Oh, I've been wanting to try it, although speed has been the one thing I've been needing to work on myself, but I've been hoping maybe once we start getting into making YouTube videos and all that, we could probably do that. This white, oh my god, I swear. Come on, airbrush, quit messing with me. There we go. Oh, white takes so long to clean out of my airbrush too. I feel like I'm spending more time trying to make sure my airbrush isn't clogged up than actually working on the mini. Stream still looking good for everyone? Because I just saw my chat, like, blink for a second. Like it didn't know what to do with itself.
Yeah, I think you had a lag spike there. Hence why I want to get that cable downstairs.
But life said no.
It also might help if I actually go and connect to the right Wi-Fi.
That'd probably help, yeah.
Yeah, because we have the main router upstairs and an extender downstairs, and I was connected to the extender while being upstairs. So, yeah.
Yes, Jesse, I'm sure you would take that challenge. What is that? Okay.
Oh, I lost my page. There's my page.
I'll try to talk him down from doing it on your guys' war. But I can only promise to try.
Oh, I'll have to take my time with War. He's got all these level 4s.
Okay, maybe Celestra wasn't the way to use for this. Maybe not, maybe not. Or... where is the... I can't for the life of me remember where I last saw it.
Can you see it, Red?
Hello, hello. Everything good?
No, you guys are quiet tonight. So what are you doing now, Devin?
Trying to darken a few spots with some Celestia again.
Oh, it's like undertone shade.
Yeah,
Did a boy.
mostly up top areas. Stuff like that. Actually, no, maybe this is okay. I was starting to think maybe this wasn't the right choice, but no, maybe it's alright. Welcome back to the world of tomorrow.
Where's my flying car?
Come, your destiny awaits.
Uh-huh. I've seen some of the worlds of tomorrow. The destinies aren't really all that great. I don't want eaten by bugs. It's just a personal choice.
Well, Chuck, it's official.
It's official. All paperwork has
official.
been signed.
All
Eyes
paperwork
have
has
been
been signed.
I's have been dotted. T's have been crossed.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Joel.
Now the real fun begins.
I like cereal.
Like what? Cereal?
Cereal.
I like cereal too. It's good to grab real quick when it's like the middle of the night and you're hungry, but you don't really want to do anything crazy.
See, it's funny because I like cereal, but I very rarely eat cereal.
I feel like I'm just hitting random spots, but you know what? That's okay, because this whole thing is kind of experimental. Okay. What is for dinner, War? I'd be very interested to know.
Homemade wings.
Homemade wings.
Yep. And I make my own buffalo sauce, and I make my own garlic parmesan sauce. And I got a little fry daddy, and I deep fry up some wings. And toss some
I
baby
just had
sauce.
dinner and now I'm starving again. Thanks.
You're welcome.
War knows how to make everybody hungry.
Sometimes we get a little greedy and decide to throw in some French fries.
Don't think you're making it any easier for him there, War.
Tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow is Spanish rice and beans with homemade tacos. Of the Tex-Mex variety. Let's see, what else is on the menu plan for this week? Oh yes, Mediterranean salmon salad. on Sunday.
See, seeing or hearing about good food doesn't make me hungry unless I'm already hungry. So,
Well, you
I'm
know what
good, but
might be good then?
what's that?
Uh, Monday's dinner is going to be homemade bacon grilled cheese
Oh god.
with tomato soups.
Oh god, that sounds amazing.
Mhm. Big ol' grilled cheese sandwich with like 10 slices of cheese and some baked bacon weave thrown in there too. Yum 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 yum
Baked
yum.
bacon weave.
Yeah, because we weave it like it's a woven basket, and then the only real way to cook it at that point is to just bake it. Then we cut it into little rectangles and throw them on our bacon sandwich, on our bacon grilled cheese sandwich.
I was hoping you were gonna say, then cut them into pieces, and I was gonna say, this is my last resort.
Oh no, my last resort to make you hungry is going to be homemade cubanos. That's on Tuesday.
Okay.
I'm a professional chef that's worked at a Michelin star restaurant. My roommate wants to go to culinary school and learn how to be a good enough chef to teach other people how to cook.
Mm-hmm.
So she does a lot of home cook, like home taught stuff for herself. And she's a really good cook. And honestly, if she had a little bit more experience, could probably work in a Michelin star restaurant. She just doesn't have a lot of work experience.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I'm afraid we can't do that, Red.
People make me angry.
I've volunteered too much money to be muted.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Alright, shoulder pad. Cooperate with me here.
You're just making Red extremely hungry. I see how it is.
Yeah.
You're torturing our viewers.
They come
Maybe.
to watch minis be painted, not have their stomachs assaulted.
I'll have to start putting in a note. Please come full. Watch streams at your stomach's own risk.
Just gonna fucking beat.
One of these days I'll get in here and make my Nana's sausage gravy recipe and some homemade biscuits, and we'll have some biscuits and gravy.
Okay, how does that look? It's a little darker.
So that's what we're having in June. Dustin goes and gets a pork shoulder and makes his own sausage, or will go to a butcher he knows and get fresh sausage off of him, and then he makes his own biscuits and gravy, and it's really stinking good. And that's what we're gonna have at our next game, because it's gonna be the first time we all gather back at his place in person to play an RPG. So he's going to feed us. So I told him we need to get the game done before we eat, because once we eat, there is no more gaming.
Once we eat, there's only going to be lazing about.
That's right. They're just going to be sitting around happily full.
I think we're torturing Red like a lot.
I'm sorry, Red. For the record, it's not me doing it.
Sorry, Red. I'm just saying I mean, my wife is a good cook, but there are certain things she won't cook like that. And yeah, so I am very happy about that. But normally, Red, yeah, sometimes it's, what are we having for supper tonight? Oh, cereal. Okay. moving on.
Oh, cereal. Okay, I understand.
Well, since I've been trapped at home,
Mm-hmm.
and Red's getting food, you've won, Wargasm. Point Wargasm. Uh, um, but since I've been home for the past year, like the last 10 years, I don't eat cereal because I have to go to work and I don't get up in time to eat before I go to work. So I normally put something in my lunch box that, I can eat there.
Mm-hmm.
And since I've been home for the past year, I've been happily eating cereal for breakfast and sometimes for supper too.
So Devin,
Hmm.
what's next on our Blood Raven Apothecary?
Next, I just put some more Celestia Gray on him to try to redarken him a little bit. And then I think now I'm gonna.
Have I talked to you about our Lord and Savior, the color red?
We'll be getting to the red eventually. There will be red on him. Yes. Mostly on his
Red's
tab.
out here eating food.
Because I'm going to do with his tabard the same thing I did with my librarian's cloak. And that is.
Jesse, you have no idea how happy I am that you suggested that.
What? Our Lord and
Red.
Savior, red?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here reading rules for a game, so I'm not actually hobbying tonight because there's just nights that I look at and go, nope, can't do it. Not even gonna try because it's gonna come back looking like a giant mess. So I know my limitations. So. But Red, leftover Chinese is always good.
Negative. You're wrong.
Okay, any of the leftover Chinese I've ever had is good. I don't know what kind of stuff you order or make.
Cat just does not seem to keep well in my fridge, I guess.
I hate white sometimes.
Nobody?
Sweet and sour.
I just processed what you said. I just processed. I'm like, wait. Hold on a minute. Something ain't quite right here. Okay.
So since we were talking about red and then food again, then the color red, and then red came back with chicken, and then we talked about food again. So what is your next step, Devin?
My next step is going to be, if I can find it, some Ulthuan Gray on a couple of other spots.
But that's not red.
You're right, it's not red. Sadly,
We'll eventually get to the red. I'm a
we will
patient
get to the
person.
red one day. I promise.
Next time on episode of Mini Freak Studios.
One sec while I find Ulthuan Gray.
It's on
Never
Kendall.
mind with one
Is
gray.
Garrett wrong?
I was gonna say it's on Kendall's desk.
You know what? Just because you said that, it probably will be. So you know what? I'm gonna look.
That's a nice wall.
Well,
I like
well, Chuck. Well, Chuck. Guess what?
I was wrong.
No, you were right. It was on a desk. Soon as I saw it, I was like,
Okay, can you tell I've watched these streams before? I know where the paint is.
Well, unfortunately, guys, I am going to have to go. It turns out that all of my roommates are hungry and it's my night to cook, so I have to go cook.
yeah, they heard you
How do
talking
I
about
feel
your
like
food.
this is your fault?
Yeah, see, this is what happens. You made them hungry too, so now you have to go.
Yeah.
No, they made themselves hungry by being dumb and only eating half of a baked potato for the entirety of their existence today.
Well, it's because they knew these amazing wings are coming, so they
They had
wanted to be
save
hungry
room.
for them. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's a fair point. I'd buy that for $1.
I'm selling it for 50 cents. So.
Oh,
That's
snap.
even better deal. Look at that.
50% off.
All right. Let's see how this treats us today. Everything good? I heard my mic pop for a second.
Yep, you're still good.
Okay.
We're still here. You're still here.
I'm still here.
We have not abandoned you. I promise.
That's the first time anybody's not done that.
Not sure whether to feel proud at this moment or
Concerned.
sorry. Yeah. Jesse, I think you and I might have to have a talk.
Oh God, what happened now?
Well, okay. First of all, spell check. You're
No.
hugging you're hugging your partners now.
Wait, what?
Actually, you're hugging your hug range of minis.
Yep, it's huge range of minis. Jesse's brain is currently bumping its, in the corner of the room just over and over again like a dying RC car.
No, I can go through it. Bonk. No, I can go through it. Bonk.
No, I can go through it.
Unfortunately, only infantry, beast, and swarms get the breachable tag. Bikers cannot move through ruins.
That would be why Jesse's brain. He's got such a big brain, he can't move it through ruins.
Yep.
Okay.
But anywho, like I said, I'm going to dip out.
That looks a lot better.
All right, War, have a good one, man. Thanks for joining
Yeah,
us.
have a good one, and we expect
Yep.
5-star reviews from your roommates.
Yeah. We expect it. If not, there'll be consequences.
It should be fairly easy to get.
You should try this, Devin.
What's that?
Do a reverse zenithal on the backpack, so it catches the sphere in the middle of the backpack, so it catches the bottom of it with a little bit of that Celestia.
Well, I got Ulthuan right now, but...
Oh, okay, never mind.
See ya, War.
But I will do this. I know I'm spending a lot of time airbrushing the white on this guy, but it's just... I'm just trying to get things in an alright way that I will be happy with. Okay. I think that's gonna be okay for right now. Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright, I think we're okay. I think we are golden, and by golden I mean white.
Yeah, I think we're good with that.
Yep,
Let's see some color on this bad boy.
yep, let's do that, shall we? First off, let's re-gray that tabard.
Regray it.
Yeah.
But red.
the red is going to be on the tabard after the gray.
But red.
It's also going to
You
be red
know-
purity seals.
If you keep going but red, I think red is going to take advantage of that.
But the red. And every time you say that, red shows up. He's like, "You summoned me."
I could just see him on, in the chat, just sitting there going, "What? What? What? But red, what?" Sorry, red. I had to
What
do
you
it.
want?
Been a long day. Of course, it's even longer for you. It's 2 a.m. there.
Yeah. Say red. Say red. You're in the UK, right?
Red is love. Red is life. Nice.
Okay, yeah. I have like a whole group of friends that are also in the UK.
You having fun shaking the desk there, Devin?
Shaking the desk. What do you mean?
You're like causing the desk to like be like an earthquake, and that desk is literally mounted to the wall.
Fine. The only thing I could be doing that could cause the desk to shake is just pulling the trigger back and forth on my airbrush. I don't know why that would cause the
I
desk
think
to
that's
shake.
why you were cleaning or something.
Okay. Some other
We'll
cleaning
get
I'm
this
gonna-
boy learned yet.
Some other cleaning I'm gonna have to do on this airbrush, but that requires. I'll do that later. Okay. Now then.
What happens, Red, if you hit the triangle? Does he jump? Does he do a barrel roll?
Now
What
that.
combinations does Devin have?
I want to know what these combos are for Devin.
All right. There it is. Session Gray, right in the perfect spot to reach. For once in our lives. Eh. Whew, okay. Now I gotta be careful.
So, sorry. Out of curiosity, are you streaming tomorrow, Jesse, or are you still going to have Devin and Kendall keep streaming while you're catching up on things?
That is a good question. I think you guys
Eh.
miss me.
We do miss you, but I mean, while we do miss you, we also understand that you have a business to run. So, not going to try to hog all of your time. But the reason I ask is the stream schedule mentions Jesse and the Big Bads. So,
Well, I mean, technically, I do have a Goldar I have to do, which is ginormous.
what is a Goldar? Oh,
It's
wait,
from
never
the Power
mind.
Rangers
I
that I
just
need to do,
realized.
so that
Yeah.
would be fun. And that's technically the largest model that we have in the studio at the moment. That's not my knight.
That's fine. I mean, like I said, most of my day is going to be Omnissiah Day tomorrow. So,
The day of the Omnissiah.
But yeah.
yes.
maybe-
Hey, Oz.
Maybe we'll do tomorrow in
Ozzy.
shit. Maybe I'll just give you all three of us tomorrow. What's up, Osberg?
Whoa. Oz missed the Big Bad tomorrow.
I do need to do that Goldar. Because Kendall's order can't be finished until I do it.
Oh,
But
look,
I
you
also
can-
need to work on some Night Specters.
Ooh, spooky boys.
Yeah, maybe I'll do both. Probably, Osberg, a big ol' Power Rangers Goldar thing.
Go Power Rangers.
Gonna go old school.
Okay, let's be super careful here. I don't want to do that again. I do not
Well,
want
thanks
to...
for stopping in, at least. See,
Oh,
see, we're
yeah.
loved.
Yeah. Those little gestures that were thought about. It's these little bits of the cape that are like slightly inwards that are the real scary part. Why am I making myself do the gray and red thing again? I don't know. Maybe I like punishment.
I'm rubbing off on him.
100 peasants. Wow, Oz. That's really cool. But hey, take care. We'll see you later.
Sounds good. Wish you luck.
For
That's a lot of
100
peasants.
You know, you say that, host a big dinner for 100 peasants. Makes me think of Stronghold. You remember Stronghold, right, Jesse?
Oh yeah. So which gray is that?
This is Eshin Gray. I don't know why I always liked how it looked.
Oh, so you're gonna do that transition between the red to gray, aren't you?
Yeah, what I did on my librarian. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with this guy. That's my plan. At the same time, though, that probably would look good with just gray. But red.
All the reds.
God damn it. Okay, let's slow it down there for a second, shall we? Because that was almost bad. That was almost bad. Let's try to cover up some of the top area here. Oh, nothing, Red. Just wanted to check on you. Make sure you're okay. You're eating well? How's school?
Still want to know if that Chinese was any good heated up.
Yeah, is it any good? We need to know these things.
I mean, I've got my priorities. I'm reading game rules, watching Devin paint, which is all gaming. So gaming's number one, and then food's number two. Just eating.
Okay, I think I'm going to bust out the little brush for that area there. But you know what? That's okay. So if I go quiet here, I am just trying to be extra careful. It's like I suspected. This whole guy is going to be one giant stress attack.
If it doesn't make you nervous, you're not growing as a person.
Okay. Covered most of it. I'm going to pull out the little brush. Try to get some of these small areas. You get nervous when you look at a what?
Plate of cookies. That's why I'm always growing as a person.
Oh my god.
Dude, that is such a dad joke. Not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it is such a bad joke.
I used to be a dad.
You have puppies. You're still a dad.
Yeah.
Still.
I had stepkids for a while. And once you go dad, you don't really go back.
No.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
The red has been appeased.
Well, that is a good thing.
Oh, okay, that's a shadow. Okay. I got scared for a second. It looked like for a second there was a big blob of gray on his arm somehow. But then
Well, if it happened, we have a recording. We can find it.
Yeah. Then I looked at it again. It was just a shadow. I'm literally jumping at shadows now. Getting this little inner area with his little surgical tools. His happy little surgical tools.
It's not good. Phone's at 5%.
Yeah, better plug her in. You know the old little commercial jingle. Plug it in, plug it in.
What the fuck?
Why
A
do you
disembodied Kendall voice comes from out of nowhere.
Yeah, I just stole her phone charger.
just walk in, steal it?
Didn't say a word. Just
Walk
walked
off.
in, unplugged her phone that's charging, plugged mine in. She's got 71%. I only had 5.
Ah. That there was worth the price of admission tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
At least for the comedic value. I'm still watching this building up gray to red thing, so I'm actually watching probably more intently than I should, considering he's the one doing the painting. But
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure everything's got good coverage with this gray, because that white was showing through it pretty good. It's on the right. Okay, there we
No, not yet. To answer your question, Red. The other chapters are unloved at the moment. Gotta get the poster boys done first. I'm still waiting for my wolfies. I feel you, man.
sorry. I actually just got done. I watched Starship Troopers the other night, and then I watched
Question,
Patton today. So
Now, with that robe, if I remember right, your gray is at the bottom of the robe.
go. On my librarian?
Yes.
No, I put the gray is at the higher points.
Okay, so the robe is gray, but then fades to red.
Yeah. What's gonna happen is gonna be gray. It's gonna stay completely gray, like up here at the chest area, but like down here at the bottom, it's gonna like transition into
Use your-
red.
Use your brush to point. It'll be easier. So
Yeah,
have a
it's
big old
gonna-
meaty finger.
It's gonna transition to red around this area here, until it's like a slightly brighter red right at the bottom.
Okay. I was just curious.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna go over a few spots one more time. Oh yeah, Jesse. So, what would you recommend I use as a shade for this guy?
Well, this is gonna be scary for you, Devin.
It's gonna be scary for me regardless. Like, me and shades already don't really get along, as is.
You
So
you have
it's
a couple different approaches with this. Obviously, you can use black. You can also use blue.
Mhm.
And you can also use brown. It really depends on what kind of tones you want to give to the white. Because you have a black, which is, black's black. But you can use browns, which will give it more of a warm tone. You can use blues, which will give it more of a cool tone.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Doing the little back part of his tabard right there.
Yeah, you got it. Get in there.
I hadn't even
Use the
touched.
biggest brush you got. You got it.
Oh, I
Push the limits.
don't really want to use a big brush. I don't want his legs. But yeah, the tiny brush will take forever. But at the same time, I feel like I have more control. Alright, you know what?
Be like a Drakenhof blue.
Yeah, it does
Which
sound
is
like it
basically
would go
like a
good.
blue black.
Mm-hmm.
But the big question is obviously you don't want to wash that over that white armor, because
Yeah.
then it's just gonna be blue gray armor,
Mm-hmm.
because it'll tint it down. So your best bet, because I haven't taught you how to shade with inks yet, is to pin shade whatever you're going to do.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing.
But you have to be extremely clean. Or you're gonna spend forever putting more coats of white back on.
Yeah, that's my main fear. I don't want to do that.
Well, you're gonna have to do some of it regardless. There's just no ifs, ands, buts about it. It's gonna happen. And now I want to do my night. There's a bunch of things I want to do to my night.
Sorry, I missed that, Red. How was the Army of the Dead movie? I mean, I've seen the previews and it looks interesting, but I'm curious what your thoughts are on it.
Okay, let that dry a little bit before I make another coat pass.
And Red also asked the question, icy blue? Question
Icy
mark.
blue. I don't know about
So is that
icy blue, just because I feel like icy blue would be like a bright blue. And I feel like that would like fade in a little too much. I do like the idea of using Drakenhof and like just pinning like a little bit in the legs area and all that. Give everything still a bit of a blue tone. Okay. Let that dry.
so? It's entertainment and not much else, huh? Red. So like not something that I'm going to walk out going, I really need to think about that. It had some serious undertones of XYZ. Yeah, gotcha. Fair enough. When I see things like that and other people have went out, I always ask this like, do I really want to spend the money to go see it? So, and I'm not even sure now that I think about it if we only have one theater in town now. We used to have two. I don't even know that it's open or will be opening actually. So
I think our theater just recently opened back up.
again, thank you.
Oh, here comes the fun part.
Oh?
Changing parts of our website.
Changing.
Basically the hidden, like, we'll be removing the 3D print part of our website. I mean, obviously we still
Yeah.
offer that for like things like what you want to do, Chuck.
Right.
but most of that stuff I'll be redirecting to our new partner.
Makes sense.
And then the shop that we hidden to re-enable that and point that back to our partner. So that way, when you go to our shop for minis, it'll actually list all the minis. Or do I just pay to make my marketing team do it?
All depends on whether you feel like doing it, have the time to do it, or want to throw money at someone to do it.
Yeah, they take like 3 weeks to do anything, though.
Okay. Just thinking that's poor service, but okay.
Well, I mean, I know they have a lot of stuff that they have going on, stuff like that. But yeah, it's like there's like a 2-week lead time, and most of the time, the stuff I asked them, like, yeah, they'll do it for me. It's just I asked them to do it, and then it's like, okay, do I have to wait 2 weeks every time I ask you to do something, or you know what? I'll just log it and do it myself. It's like 5 minutes later, done. Like, oh,
Fair enough.
oh. I usually get a message back like, oh, okay, you're faster than we are. It's like, yeah, well, I know. I do IT for a living, and so I can find my way.
I know the way.
I am the way.
This
You
is
get to the
way.
matrix. You get to the matrix through me.
That's right.
Okay. We might just make some progress here, folks. So far, at least from what I've seen, I haven't gotten gray on any white. The gray is getting solid.
Just remember what Han Solo said. Don't get cocky.
Yeah. There's a spot right there that's bugging the crap out of me.
Markings, appearances.
There we go.
Is my navigation.
Oh, wait, there's a spot there. Doodly doo. Okay. All right. Okay. I think that tabard's all right. There's the front, the little back area. I think that is all good in the hood. Okay. Now, let's see how I remember doing this. 'Cause it was a while ago that I did that. If I remember correctly, I think I used Mephiston.
Yep.
There's the Eshin. I think what I did was I think what I did was I took the Mephiston and I figured out where I wanted it to start and then painted down and then mixed the two together to get the transition going. So you know what rule remember? Did I jot it down? I did not, and you know what? I should have. Definitely should have. So I'm just going off of what I kind of sort of remember. I do remember when I did do the Mephiston, though, I watered it down quite a lot. Like, really, really, really watered it. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I probably will. We'll just have to see if I remember it correctly, though. So I'm thinking it'll probably start transition, like just. I'll keep it simple for myself. I'll probably have it start just underneath the. Okay, that's too thin down right there for the moment.
What are you trying to accomplish here?
Yeah, that's too thin. Very lightly
Why don't
building
you
up.
start? Why don't you start with a 50-50 mix of Ash and Gray and your red?
Alrighty.
I need to teach this boy wet blending.
Yes, yes, you do.
Wow, that sounded so. Like you're looking at my model. You're just like, yes, yes, you do need to teach him.
I will teach you the way.
Just like, oh,
No,
okay.
no, I do not say that in a derogatory way because I can't wet blend, and if I can't do it, I am certainly not going to knock anyone else. What I am saying is, as the boss, yes, he needs to teach you new techniques, and if he thinks you're ready, yes, yes, he does.
I will teach you the way.
Yes, he knows what I'm getting at. I'm not putting you down. I would not do that. But more tools in your toolbox is always a good thing. Take it from an old timer. Not necessarily an old time painter, but just an old timer in general.
Okay, let's see here. Okay. Okay, that's
Red, I hope you're talking to Jesse more than me when you put about putting that on stream, teaching people skills. I'm probably the last person that should be teaching people skills. Okay. So to narrate for people out there, you did mix that 50-50, correct?
Yes, that's what this is.
And, and does and it started spinning on me. Uh, oh, there you go. So is that working better for you?
Uh, I'm covering
Well,
it here, yeah.
more
It,
to
it'll
your
get
satisfaction. Put it
it'll
there.
get your initial color on,
Mm-hmm.
and then what you're going to do then is set up a 50-50, like right where the colors start to transition.
Mm-hmm.
Do like a 2-to-1 ratio of gray to red, so that way it's more gray than red.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you're going to do is slowly change that ratio as you need it to blend the colors together. Coffee. I miss you.
Yeah, I've said no coffee until I get my cup clean. I want to try out my new cup.
So you're gonna use it to
Yeah.
drink out of?
Yes, yes, I am. I have a smaller cup here. Small coffee cups to me are a little silly. It just means I have to make more trips back and forth to the coffee pot. So I like bigger cups. But I'm an archery coach, and not this year that just ended a month ago, but the previous year, um, all my archers and their parents went and they got me essentially like a little gift basket.
Mm-hmm.
Had a coffee cup in it, a shirt, um, a mouse pad with all my archers. And they had done this completely with me. You know, apparently when the parents were talking and doing things, they were taking pictures and stuff, and I didn't realize it. So they were sneaky. But it was very nice. I really liked most of the kids I had. They were good kids. So.
Mm-hmm.
But again, small coffee cups. I'm like, well, it's a paint cup now.
It's a paint cup.
Where the one that I won on the last stream, it's bigger. I think it's a 14 ounce is what it says on the thing. It's physically bigger, so more coffee, and it's cooler. Gotta admit, I really like the design.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did that myself. Haha. I did something.
You did a thing. Dustin would be so proud of you. You did a thing. Of course, you did a thing earlier. It just didn't turn out well.
No, and I
But you
do
did
that
a
for a
thing.
living, which is
But you-
funnier.
But you did a thing. I just want to know how you completely managed to lose the bit. That's
Well,
what's
It
boggling
was
my
very
mind.
deep spot.
Yeah, so I was drilling through the floor in my office, which is basically right above where our studio desk is, right?
Okay.
It's all, drywall. The studio ceiling is all drywalled and stuff like that, and our studio is in the basement, so
Right.
there's that gap between the rafters and everything else.
Okay.
Well, where I was coming down is where they drywalled over vents, so it's deeper.
Okay.
So I was coming right down next to a vent because the rest of my office is concrete slab. So I basically found the closest part of it where I could actually come down because the router and my internet and everything comes into my office
Mm-hmm.
to go down. So that's where I came down, and I'm talking. This is like probably 2 foot drill bit.
Right.
So I came down through it, and I kept going until I was my drill was touching the floor, but I wasn't coming out of the ceiling. It's like, okay, so I was basically giving up on that side, and I went to back out the drill bit. Well, when I did that, my chuck loosened up, so my drill came off the drill bit, and then the drill bit fell into the floor.
Okay.
Never
I
to be
needed
seen again.
I needed the whole drywall above you thing because I wasn't getting that whole void space. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
so
yes,
I went
where the
downstairs
void
to find
is.
it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So I grabbed it. I was going to grab another drill bit because I knew exactly where it was going to pop out because we mapped it out. You know,
Mhm.
we could hear tapping it and feel exactly where it's going to be. I was like, all right, I'm going to pop a drill, you know, a hole through here, so that way, you know, I could try to recover my bit and all that good stuff. And then I went to loosen the chuck, which was completely seized up. It spun for like 2 seconds, and then my drill burned out. Battery didn't die or nothing like that. The drill just finally gave it. So I lost the bit. My drill itself completely died.
The drill just said goodbye.
And I also have two other small holes in my floor while I was probing to see where the concrete ended because it was the only way for me to find out where it ended.
See, I don't have all of that. All I have is like carpet padding, and then a wooden floor to drill through. And when I drill right through, I know exactly where the rafters are. So yeah, I'm not gonna hopefully have that.
Yeah, the, this is an older brick house.
Right.
That's what it is, and I'm pretty sure my office was at some point probably a porch that
Mm.
was then built up.
Right. Well, I was gonna say I have an older brick home as well, but I don't have any cement floors. So
It's like literally just like the first 4 feet of the front of my house is cement floor, and the rest of it's normal.
Given where it's poking
Yeah.
out, yeah, it wouldn't be shocking if that was like a little porch. Plus the kind of door it
Yeah.
has.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got like the
Yeah.
double door area.
Right. And yeah, see, the other thing is I have two electric drills plus a regular cordless drill. So, and the one drill is actually a hammer drill, so I could bust through concrete if I needed to. But yeah,
I should have used my hammer drill.
that's
I
still
should have used my
impressive.
hammer drill. I have that in my garage. I totally
Yeah, but
forgot I had one.
well, you see, Jesse, that's why I'm here. I'm just here to help. I'm here to spitball until you remember something and go, hey,
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
I have one of those. So instead of streaming tomorrow, Jesse's gonna go look for a drill bit.
Yeah, well, the drill bits. My my business's drill bit, so I kind of need that back.
Yeah,
I mean, my boss wouldn't kill me, but I still kind of need that for work.
you would never hear the end of it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched on Netflix Stranger Things?
Yes. Only a few episodes because I only had Netflix for a little bit.
Okay, well, you know,
But-
like the first season where they're all yelling "Will" because
Yes.
they're looking for Will.
Well,
Mhm.
All right, I was doing a cabling job at a factory, and I was up in the mezzanine, which is basically, you know, where all the cables are and stuff like
Yep.
that. I was basically walking between the rafters, which had probably just foam board in between them, and then
Mhm.
below that, so it was basically a false ceiling, and below that, like 4 feet below that, was concrete.
Hmm.
And it's pitch dark, no lights whatsoever. So I basically walk in with like a little headlight on. Well, after about 3 hours of doing this, I finally misstepped and fell through one.
Youch.
Oh yeah, no, it hurt. It screwed up my leg. Like my one leg feels a little shorter than the other one now. But when I did that, my boss was walking behind me, and as soon as I went through and I went pitch dark, stuff like that, he just out of nowhere he starts going, "Well, well."
God damn
This is
it.
about the time that Stranger Things was out, and then he's like, you know, dead silence, and then you just start hearing me start swearing, because you know, obviously it hurt, and you know, at
Oh,
that
yeah.
point, I'm like, "You son of a," you know, just going
Mhm.
off.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah, then later that day, I had to crawl, you know, through that mezzanine, you know, as I was running the cable to one other part, and my headlight died. So I was like, you know, probably 200 feet in from the opening, and it was just pitch black. And my boss was sitting there watching me crawl and stuff like that, and then he just sees my light out. So of course, again, he starts going, "Will," Well, I mean, it was hilarious, but at the same time, it's just like, come on, dude, really?
Do something productive. Get me
Welcome back, Red.
batteries.
Hey, Red's back.
Hey, Rick.
Red's back for the red.
He's back, and he's got coffee.
He's ready to go.
He is.
He ain't playing around. Okay. I think.
It reminds me, though.
Oh God, he's being reminded. He remembers.
It's not really reminding me. It's those stupid things that, just like Jesse had of, hey, I've got a drill. It's my brain suddenly goes off into a tangent and goes, hey, let's think about this. Hey, can we go do this? So
Sounds about right.
the modern equivalent of squirrel.
Squirrel.
I hate squirrels. Okay, never mind.
Ports, settings, extensions. One of these days I'll be able to paint again.
Tomorrow,
That's right.
you're gonna work on that super scary ninja
Cold
ranger
hard.
dude. Come on, I was trying to work up to something.
The super
Big.
scary ninja ranger dude.
Yeah, well,
He's a ninja. He's a ranger. And he's a dude.
he's gold. I have to agree with Red. The transition is looking very good there, Devin. Doing a nice job.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it looks
As it's drying, it's actually, looking good.
Yep, just remember as you get close to that, go one way or the other. Like as you go towards the gray, add more gray to your ratio as you slowly go up.
Yep.
Vice versa, if you go from the gray to red, use more gray, add more red in your paint until you hit pure red.
Basically,
So fast.
I'm making the little bottom area there like pure red, just the little bottom tips.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably even break out some like evil suns just to accent it down there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do for like little highlights and stuff. Bring out the evil suns.
Okay, back to what I was trying to accomplish. Where did I lose? I lost the navigation menu spot for my website.
You lost the navigation.
Oh, it's still there. I just
Lost.
there's like 30 million things in WordPress.
Victor has liked the stream. I like you too, Victor. You're a pretty swell dude.
Thanks, Victor. Appreciate it, buddy.
Of course, it's still scary getting in between here, just because I'm always like, oh, yep, I'm gonna bump the legs. I'm gonna bump the legs. Hey, guess what? You know what you're gonna do, Devin? What are you gonna do? You're gonna bump the legs.
It's under appearance. I found it.
If you keep thinking about it, you will make it happen. So don't think about it. That's just my real world suggestion for you. Just concentrate on putting paint on the mini and don't worry about that part.
I see what's going on now.
He's using his eyes to see.
user error?
Yes and no. It's just they built my website weird. So like my menu, usually on a website, a menu affects all of the pages.
Yes.
This menu affects all of my pages besides the home page, which is what the one I'm looking for to see where my updates are. I just happen to flip over to a page and saw all of my updates, but I go back to the home page, they don't display. So I gotta figure out why they did that.
Yeah, that's odd.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit. A slight bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, unless there's a good reason to do that, you try to keep everything the same.
Yeah,
For purposes like this of going and making changes. But hey, what do I know?
they give it its own menu, maybe. I bet you they did.
Okay, that's good.
Off canvas menu. See if that does it.
Oh, I mean, Red, he is an apothecary, so he could have been.
Yeah, he could have been, yeah.
And it's most likely his own troops, too, which is the bad thing.
I mean, I am planning on making the guy he's standing on a little bloody. And the gene seed in his hand a little bloody. Because he just ripped it out of someone, so it would be.
And looking down, ooh, what's this?
I have so many thoughts running through my mind whenever I see the apothecary staring at the genes. I mean, I have the whole Hamlet thing. It goes in. I have him looking at it, going, "Okay, why did they make the serial number on this 17 characters?"
Like he's looking at it, just trying to be like, "What the hell is this? Like, why?"
There were only 1,000 of us. Why is there 17 characters? Need to talk to the mechanicus about this. But anyways. Actually, no, that'd be Dad. I need to talk to Dad about this. Excuse me. Excuse me, chapter master. I need a round trip ticket to Terra. I have questions.
Let's get that gray to red transition started there a little bit.
I don't know, Red. That's kind of that's a little too grimdark. A piece of candy.
What? Ooh, a piece of candy.
We were talking about things he was looking at. He's like,
yeah,
"Ooh,
yeah.
piece of candy." I'm like, maybe for flesh terrors. Yeah,
Ooh, piece of candy.
I'm just saying. Yeah. And I can even see, Fabulous Bill kind of looking at that, like going, "This is kind of useless, but it looks tasty." He's chaotic. And I won't even go into the whole corn thing, so that's just too easy.
Okay. I think we're getting there. I would say so. I just gotta make that a little bit smoother.
Okay, time for Google.
Time for a Google.
Any particular Google, or do you have one in mind?
Oh, I'm Googling to
I'm
see
kidding.
what they did. Because, I like Google. All to
I'm
Google.
I'm
I'm
kidding.
powered by Google.
I'm not. I joke with my daughter that I think Google's trying to kill me.
Not gonna worry as much about the back area because not as many people are gonna look at the back part. But that front part, though, that's important.
That was dial-up trying to kill me. Oh, maybe that's why.
I remember.
Google's trying to kill me. Google was trying to kill me for all the machine spirits I killed during the modem days.
Why'd
And
you
now
commit
suddenly
machine spirit genocide?
didn't know I was. The Mechanicus wasn't a thing back then. So that's funny, Red. Now, a couple of times Google Maps, you know how they always say, well, here is the most direct way you can get to your destination.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to save you minutes and mileage. It was a day where it was a winter day and it hadn't snowed in like, I don't know, a week and a half. So the ground was relatively clear. The day I needed to go somewhere overnight, it snowed like 8 inches. Well, by the time I got up, because it was a day off, I'm like, okay, I need to go get these things. I put the thing into Google because I didn't know where I was going.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me, I swear to God, through like up a mountain that I swear goats would have a problem getting up. Like the roads weren't cleared and there were school buses on them. Like I was following a school bus and I was praying he didn't stop. And I mean, it was like this for like 4 miles. So I get to the place I'm going to, and I'm like, okay, dude, you need to get me a better way home. He goes, oh, well, if you just go to the second stoplight, turn left, it puts you on a main road and takes you right to here, and then you'll have another really main road. I'm like, seriously? Because Google wanted to send me home the same way, and I'm like, heck no.
Mm-hmm.
So now every time Google puts me in a spotty situation, my daughter, who's normally with me when it happens, just laughs and says, Google's trying to kill you, Dad. I know. Don't know what I did, but now Red made it all clear to me.
It all becomes clear.
It does. We were actually talking about that too. The laptop I'm running the extra wire for,
Mm-hmm.
so I have wired connection. Still has a modem connected into it on the motherboard. So I could still technically kill machine spirits. It'd be a really crappy way to connect to anything, but how bad are they, Red?
All right.
I'm guessing since you put that in, they're really bad.
All right. There be red on that tabard.
There'd be red. I'd be
There'd be
happy.
red.
There's red.
There's red.
I finally got it. I now understand why he's staring at it.
Why is he staring at it?
It is because he has to read the serial number on it because the little thing hanging around his wrist is a scanner and it doesn't work.
So he has to use a little lens on his helmet there to try to zoom in
Yeah.
on it.
Zoom in on it and get a pip capture of it and try to have his machine spirit upload it into the system.
It's like he's wearing a helmet, but I can tell what his expression is. His expression is one of just, what the fuck, come the hell on.
Really? We just got out of battle. I'm tearing things out of guys. Really? Now it stops working?
Okay. But yeah, I like how that transition is.
So do I. Very nice.
So I think we can move on to another part of him. Thinking I might try to get his little surgical tool sitting in his pocket there. Maybe some other metal bits that exist.
Oh, goodness, Red. Spaghetti Junction.
Spaghetti Junction, oh my god.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling it's not called that because there's people who sell spaghetti on it.
No, we're talking about roadways. Well, motorways. Yeah.
It'd be nice if there were some people on those highways that'd be like, hey, you've been driving a long time. Have some spaghetti.
Okay, we're going back to food again.
Yep. It's only a matter of time. We all have food on the brain.
We do. It's all Wargasm's fault.
Well, at least Red's eating now, so.
But yeah. He was the smart one of the group. Not that you can, like, well, you could say, I'll be right back, and put the little I'll be back in 5 minutes thing, or taking a break and go, like,
go heat up some food.
Hoover in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something.
God damn. Always the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Always. That sounds like fun, Red, and I'm being very sarcastic with that. The one thing I am amazed that I only had to deal with when I was in Buffalo, New York, when I was younger. That has come over, from Europe, I'll say, are the circuses that you have to use now. I believe that's what they're called. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Red.
So you said circus. You say circus or circuits?
Circus.
Oh.
Like big top. Now it's the thing in the road where you're like driving down and it's basically a roundabout but with exits off of it. And the reason I say that they're becoming more popular, it seems, amongst roadway engineers here for some reason. Because, I live in Pittsburgh's a roundabout, okay. Pittsburgh's a fairly large city, like millions of people instead of like my little corner of the world. But like in my little corner of the world, like 2 have popped up, when they've redone roads within the last 5 years. It's like, and it's funny because I know how to navigate it because, again, I used to have a friend lived in Buffalo and they had them up there many, many moons ago. So I figured it out, went okay. But when you first put them in, they had traffic gridlock because no one could figure out what to do. It's like, you just keep driving. Like everybody stopped is like looking at everybody else like, do you go? Do I go? Do they go? It was, in a way, it was a little laughable for me, but everybody was getting frustrated.
Yeah, my aunt's someone who throughout my entire life, drove me all sorts of places, out of town, out of state, and all that. One time, she just forgot how roundabouts work and wound up going the wrong way on a roundabout.
Oops.
It was a busy one, too.
I mean, I could see my mom getting confused and like going into the middle or like into the inner part of the roundabout, just going around in
While I have it,
circles for
might as
hours.
well do this.
Okay, I could really see that.
Just being like, what do? I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Um.
Okay, I'll pull out the bigger brush again.
No, red. God, I'm gonna have to go back to traffic school now. I think right has the right of way in America because they're the ones that would be getting off since we drive on the right hand of the road. So the exit from the roundabout is always on the right.
Yeah.
But no, but you are correct. If you come to a stop, like if you come to a stoplight and it's not functioning, it always goes to the person on the left. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. You are correct. Sorry, my brain was still in the round. My brain was circling the roundabout apparently instead of my mom's car. So, but yeah, you are correct. My dad actually drove commercial truck for a living for the longest time. Uh, not all of his life, but a good portion. And when I was 16, he had started doing it again for a career. And he was very tough on me to learn and know all the traffic laws by heart. Um, and just it's funny that's why I said for me it was funny to see people just sitting there and you could see people trying to wave other people on and people saying no, it's you have the right of way. And it, like I said, to me it was funny. I know when the police officer got there, he was very I think he was annoyed that he had to show up. But you know, but anyway, I mean, people have figured it out. People figured it out pretty quickly. But yeah,
Getting those little
well,
drilly arms.
Red, I will not deny that we drive fun. I'll also not deny that we drive fast. But at least
Yeah,
in
Germans.
yeah, I know. But see, in my part of the world, well, my part of America, the Western Pennsylvania half, where we're very rural. We have a lot of dirt tracks, and if you go for racing, and if you go farther back in people's bloodlines, there's actually a fair amount of people here that would what they call bootleg, which is running illegal liquor during Prohibition, and outrunning the police. So there's still a lot of that, from they would go down to West Virginia, pick it up, and then drive it north into New York, and you know. I mean, my brother was a dirt track race car driver. He was good, not the greatest, but he was good. Kind of like the Duke boys, yeah. But my point is, we're farther north than like where they're supposedly at. A lot of it did happen down south. West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee. You start getting into the back hills and what they call the haulers. You'd be surprised at the things you'd find there, and you'd also be surprised at probably people that never come back from there, even today.
Hellboy is following. What is good, Hellboy? Ready to raise some hell.
Thanks, Hellboy. Welcome to the Mini Freak fam.
Yes, sir, compressor. You still exist. We haven't forgotten that you're there.
Throwing down some lead ball, Tracy.
That's
Yes,
what
he
I'm
is.
doing.
I'm bouncing all over the place between website design, talking to people, and watching the stream.
I know you did get a little quiet there for a while.
Well, that's because I'm trying to fix my menu. I might have to put in a ticket for that because they did something. I remember they were having an issue on our mobile with the drop down portion of it, like the effect that they did. So they did something as a workaround to fix it for the homepage. And I'm pretty sure that's
Okay.
why I can't manipulate it like I should be. I can't find it to save my life at the moment.
Better call the help desk.
Yeah, more like send a letter to my partner on that. Like, hey, I pay you to fix these things. Fix it.
Fix it, fix
Make
it,
it
fix it.
so.
Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it.
But yeah, no, what I did, like, Chuck, if you go to our website, everything besides the homepage, so if you go to another tab, you'll see on our menu a miniature store, which should take you to our new partner's website where you can buy your minis.
This part's sitting on top of the armor, so I gotta be extra careful.
Hold on. Actually, well, I'm on my desktop, obviously, but when I go to your homepage, the miniature store is there and works.
I wonder maybe it just took forever to update.
That
Oh, yeah,
could
it's
be.
there now.
Yeah, could be.
Yep, it's working for me now.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get
That's
the
weird.
brush out.
Must
I
be
don't know if
cache.
it's. Oh, hold on.
Before then, I'm gonna get this other arm here. I'm also gonna be a little bold
Uh-oh.
on this guy as well. I'm gonna actually try to make it like his little syringe up there, as well as his little tubes down here on his waist are actually filled with some sort of fluid.
Oh, gonna have to teach him another technique.
His healing juices.
Does that include P and P? What? This is what I come back to? Red, what are you talking about?
What you talking about, Red?
Plug and play.
Oh, plug and play?
I don't know what that is. I'm not tech savvy.
I don't think my brother realizes how accurate that statement was.
And just so you know, it works on mobile too, because I just got there with my phone.
Perfect. Thank you, Chuck.
You're welcome. It's almost like I'm in IT and I'm used to testing things or something.
And you do it, you know, without even thinking about it.
Let's see. All right. So, yeah, yeah. I did. As soon as I checked on the desktop, I grabbed my phone, started typing. Oh, postage and packing. Sorry. IT, plug and play. Sorry. Sorry, Red. But he meant postage and packing. So,
Oh, crap.
what?
He broke
There
it.
was no, there was a previous thing I was working on that home page that was not published, and I accidentally just published it.
He accidentally
all
published
goobered
things.
up.
Don't be doing that.
That's an easy fix for me. Quick, I just have to go in here and remove it. As soon as it lets me.
It published your internet search history.
Oh God, no one wants that.
Most of it is, why do people like red so much? Why can I paint another color other than red? How can I get to stop seeing red in my dreams?
And I know I come down here, the shop's walls are all painted red.
Don't tempt me.
I
Oh
think
God.
that's a higher level in um the Patreon. You get to pick what color the walls are. And yes, red, it's cause you're awesome.
You are awesome. You are super awesome.
You have to be to put up with us. Well, put up with me. These guys are
If I
here
had,
for a reason. I'm just here to be snarky, I guess.
if I had to come up with a word to describe just how awesome you are, it would be
Red.
awesome-tastic.
Awesome. Tastic.
Yeah,
Right from the
Okay.
word.
that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. Oops. So yeah, fully tested. I tested on my Apple device from work, my Android, and my desktop with Chrome. So I'm not testing other browsers. I figure if it works with Chrome, it should work with everybody else at this
It's
point.
alright. I already did that anyways.
Okay, kind of figured. Just giving my full report to the boss because, I don't want to get called into HR
Oh
for not
God.
doing my job properly.
Oh God. Not HR. Not again. Oh,
Yeah, they don't want to talk to me anymore this week.
I'm getting sick of him. He's like, what is that guy doing again?
I understand what you mean, Red. I'm I'm actually amazed my wife even barely puts up with me and all of my shenanigans and my miniature painting and just me in general. Some days.
You're a full-grown man. Why are you playing with little toy soldiers? It's like, it's a
because it's
lifestyle.
fun.
Yeah, because it's fun. I would say it's
Why
cheap.
do you have to buy so much makeup?
I just
And now you go hide.
I I can't even, say, well, it's cheaper than drinking because, well, that's really not true. Uh, you know,
Okay. Oh, yep, there's a spot. Here, there's a spot I missed. There's always a spot I missed. It's not toys, they're figures. Figures.
Figurines.
in this case, they're miniatures.
It's like the old saying, it's not a doll, it's an action figure. God.
I don't know. My daughter, when she was little, found my stash of old Star Wars action figures. And she's like, Daddy, let's play dollies. I'm like, you know what? I'm good with that.
Alright, well, this dolly can force choke your bar.
Yeah. This dolly is known as Darth Vader. Darth Vader is a Sith. And depending on what kind of day Daddy is having at work, he's either a hero or a villain.
Yeah, that reminds me, Jesse, the new Bad Batch.
Bad Batch.
Bad Batch. Okay. Is that... I think I know what color I'll paint that. So I'll leave that alone for now. Let's see here. Howdy to get these bits. I hear disembodied voices. Okay. Okay. All right.
Where did it go? There it is.
Oh my god, I always lose them. Did you lose your binky again?
No, I didn't lose my vape.
Your binky.
My banky. The thing that stops people from dying.
Oh, these little raised edges, I gotta get even like the little raised part painted, otherwise it bugs the ever-living crap out of me. Notice a lot of people don't do that, and it bugs the ever-living crap out of me. Ow, I just bonked my head. That also bugs the ever-living crap out of me.
YouTube.
No, you're YouTube.
Holy bejesus, we got a lot of videos here.
Yes, YouTube has a lot of videos on it.
You're not my brother at all, you fucking smart ass.
It's only been around since the early 2000s.
Hey, Red, you have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep. Good night, Red.
Have a good night, Red.
Have some very red dreams.
I like how he drinks coffee and then goes to bed. That's hard to do.
That's a true coffee drinker for you.
That is a true coffee drinker.
I can do that. Believe it or not. My wife is constantly amazed that I'll have like, you know, a giant cup of Diet Dew at like 9 o'clock, and by 10:30 I'm like crashed out in bed. She's like, how?
I'm like that too. I drink soda right before bed sometimes. Well, I used to anyway. I don't really do that anymore. Because I'm trying to stop my soda consumption.
I've limited mine.
We have
I drink
mine
iced.
too.
I drink iced tea now. So.
Okay. I believe that's that. At least his little arms.
Yep.
His little surgery arms and his injector to inject his juices into things.
Is that a servo skull over his other shoulder, or is it supposed to be something else?
There's no servo skulls on him.
Oh, okay.
There's a little skull on his waist here.
What? No, over the shoulder. When you hold it the one way, it almost looks like a servo skull. That's why I was
Well,
asking.
Yeah, I can see how that could look like a silver skull.
Okay, sorry to bug you.
That would be
I
interesting.
I was curious.
Question for you, Chuck.
Yeah.
You wanna hop back on our homepage and tell me if that video plays?
I sure will. Yes, take me there.
So you got about 6 minutes, Devin, before it's time to get ready for a raid.
Yeah, so I am going tonight?
Yeah.
Ah,
The other
Yeah.
tank dropped out. His
oh,
hours wouldn't work.
Okay, what was that?
well,
Oh, we're talking about our raid that we got to go to here in 15 minutes ish.
Yes, it plays. I don't know whether it's just me, but I tend to have to turn everybody up on Twitch a little bit. So, not thinking when I went to YouTube, it was a little loud, but no, it played fine.
Okay, good. I'm shocking all the clients.
But, look at you, like getting things done and being productive and like managerial and ownery and stuff.
Yeah. I know how to do a thing or two once in a while.
Now, if you just had, oh, I don't know, people that you've painted for, write up some nice things about you that you could post on your page.
Well, I do have my marketing person up my rear trying to get some type of like video review from one of our clients.
Dude, this face is not made for video. It is truly made for radio. I'm just saying.
So,
If you ask Dustin for that, he'll probably laugh even louder.
I
Um,
kind of laughed when she asked. I was like, I'm sure I could find one. Maybe I can talk war into it.
Oh, I'm sure you can. He probably has a face for video.
I don't know why I just pictured the PewDiePie meme that was like, "Hi, my name is PewDiePie, and I love this product. Every day I use this product. It is awesome."
Here's a cool thing for you, Chuck. Our stream's about to get a facelift.
Okay.
We'll be getting new overlays and start
Oh,
screen
yeah.
transitions and all the things.
All the widgets and the things and the doodads and the him-haws.
Yep. We got somebody, a professional that's going to be designing all that for us.
Cool.
I had to pay for that one though. Rightfully so though.
Well,
I'm sure we both know how much work goes into animations and all that stuff.
Yeah. I don't do animations and stuff.
Well, I've dabbled in it and it is time consuming.
Yes, it is. All right, where is that page that you showed me the other day?
What page?
Find it. The jerk I was just talking to. The one with the wolfies.
Oh, our partner's website?
Yeah.
You can get to the website by just clicking on that tab on ours.
Yeah, I know, but where's the wolfies?
It is
Where's
should be
the
towards the
wolfies?
bottom.
Want the wolfies?
Un momento.
So I see the dark gods, which isn't that.
I want our wolfies.
Look to the skies, which is not that.
You also might have temporarily taken it down.
Okay. Be deep below the caverns.
Because I know they have a lot of maintenance on their side they gotta do now.
Go figure.
Because they gotta add our prices to all those minis.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back watching again, I should say. One of my friends was popped in and said, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Good. How are you doing?" And then he like left. Jerk. It's like, so I sent him another message. I'm like, "Fine. You don't want to talk to me? Don't." Jerk. This is probably why I'm only good for radio,
Yeah,
and not even for that.
I think you might have done that. Yeah, because it's not there anymore.
Yeah, that's okay. It will be back in time, and I need time to.
Wait, I think I might
I'll
have
be
found it.
back one day.
Go under. He instead listed it like that. He listed it under the company that made the designs. It's Atlin Forge.
Oh, so where do I go there? How do I get to that?
If you click on their menu and go to collections and series. Actually, I take that back.
Well, you just scroll down to collections, and it does show up as Atlin Forge.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to let my wallet respawn because all the Mechanica stuff is going up for pre-order tomorrow. So
Yeah, you got that, and we still got to get you
I still
finished
got to
out
get.
on what you got.
Yep, that's why I was talking to Dustin. He goes, "You're gonna go get you're gonna pre-order tomorrow." I'm like, "Probably not. Like, I got other bills I need to pay first." Like Jesse.
Like Jesse. I'm a Bill. I see how it is.
Hey, I have heard about you collecting, going and bill collecting. I like my kneecaps, though I'm not as afraid since you burned out your drill.
It's okay. With my collection money, I could buy a new one, a better one, a stronger one.
He can rebuild it better, stronger, faster. But yeah,
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
God, where did that come from, and why didn't it die there?
Wait, what?
That song.
That song is nostalgic for me. It takes me back to happy times.
Oh, well, that's good. And besides, yeah, I have to get, I at least have to get my electro priest paid for, because AdMech. It reminds me.
See, all I hear is all the skin tutorials.
All the skin tutorials?
Yeah. They're
Oh.
shirtless.
I'm like, wait a minute. Are we talking about the same thing here? And then, yeah, I realized what, like, okay. Yeah.
All right, Devin, you should probably wrap up.
I don't wanna.
He's having fun,
I'm
Dad.
in the zone.
It's all right. You can stream tomorrow with us.
There you go. Yeah, but tomorrow he's got to work on other stuff.
What's he have to work on?
I don't know. Don't you have him painting something?
No, that's true. But I mean, he can take a couple-hour break, paint his own stuff for stream.
Wow, you are a good boss to work for.
Oh my
I know.
God, it's impossible. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
But there was some good progress done on this guy, I think. Slowly
Okay.
and
Yes.
but surely some color being added onto him.
And most importantly, it's red.
Yes. There's
Got
red.
that red on there.
Bam. There's red. Purity seals will be red too, but yeah.
Oh,
Oh, all right, Chuck.
okay. Well, hey, everyone, if anyone's out there still in chat land, have a good night. Devin, pleasure as always. I really
Yeah.
like to watch how this is coming along. And Jesse, it's always nice to be able to talk to you.
Of course, Chuck. Likewise.
So everyone take care. I'll see you tomorrow if I can.
Sounds good. Thanks everybody
Yep.
for joining us out there in Streamland. I hope you all have a good night.
And we'll see you next time.